Alright everybody, welcome back to Beyond Two Souls. So I'm having a heck of a time playing this for you guys. My game crashed. Again. I don't know what's going on with Beyond Two Souls, but it's been acting like a jerk. So, hauntings. I'm gonna go here. It's a pretty significant chapter. It's kind of important to everything that happens with everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and play through it for you. I got partway through Black Sun, and then it decided to crash, so I'm sorry if my reactions aren't as genuine as usual. I hate when that happens, but it's because the game decided that it just didn't want to do what it wanted to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys just enjoy these chapters, and then we'll go from there.
He hasn't left his office in 3 days. He loved his wife and daughter more than anything in the world.
And if you don't remember, Nathan's wife and daughter died in a car accident.
We can try again
I think on the way home from his sister's, so. I don't know why I'm having so many technical difficulties with Beyond Two Souls, but it's been like a real pain in the butt. I had that extra video that I was going to upload Wednesday, because I was like, I couldn't stop playing because it was so crazy intense. I had to just keep going. And instead, it took me like 2 days to get it to upload. So yeah. Yeah, thanks for that. Jump scaring a small child to get her attention instead of shaking her awake because she can understand and see ghosts? Yeah, who would do that? Who would do the logical thing? No, you gotta do the horror movie, like we're in a mental asylum, you know, thing. Alright. So again, guys, sorry for the technical difficulties. I don't know why it's being the way it is. I think what I might do is maybe I'll split this into 2 parts as well. That's the shit I'm talking about. Just in case it crashes again, I'll do like the first half hour, and then like I'll stop it, and then I'll do the rest of it. Just because if I don't want to have to keep restarting it and continuously lose my progress and then like not have any sort of genuine reaction at all to what's going on, because I don't like being like, yeah, let's fake my reaction. I like to genuinely react to these things for you guys. Granted, this scene and there's another scene in Black Sun, it gets to me every time I watch it. So it's like a continuous like emotional trauma for me.
What are you doing here?
Seeing the way that Nathan is coping with his loss, how he's locked himself away from everyone, and how he's been drinking non-stop. He's got 2 glasses. He's literally been freaking double fisting. Look at the look he's giving me. He's all suspicious, like he's never seen me before. Like, how the hell did a small child get in this building? So yeah, I don't know why there's been so many technical difficulties lately. It's almost like PlayStation is drunk, and they need to fix it.
Don't be sad, Daddy.
You know, whatever's going on, because it's pretty irritating.
What did you say?
It was so quick. Mommy couldn't do anything. Dad, it didn't hurt.
Stop it, Jimmy.
It didn't hurt at all.
You hear me? Stop it right now.
We're here, Nathan.
I've almost called this game Detroit Become Human a couple times. I'll just call it Beyond Two Human or Detroit Become Souls. Just mix the names up.
Talk to me again. Jody.
Detroit Heavy Rain.
Make them come back. Make them come back again.
I can't. They've gone.
Please. Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
This really gets to me because, you know, a lot of you know I have 2 kids. Sometimes you can hear them talking in the background of my videos, just playing around, or asking me questions about what I'm playing. And even though I have this, like, freakish ability to bounce back from pain and trauma and, like, loss, I think that if I lost one of my kids, or Josh, you know, I would become a whole other person, you know. And this scene, even though it is so small, is, to me anyway, the most significant scene in the entire game. It's probably the most important, even despite all of the choices we've made. To me, it is just such a catalyst for everything, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a little bit.
The only nation with access to the infraworld.
Sorry, I got all choked up. You know,
Opens up new strategic.
It really would, I think, break me, and I think that I would probably become an insane monster. You know, I don't know if I would.
And develop military applications. We've already found ways of linking entities to human soldiers, and this is just the beginning.
That's
now,
creepy.
This is more important than the race to space or developing nuclear capability. We have discovered a new world. A world for us to conquer.
This right here is so stupid. They're meddling in the infraworld.
For our nation.
You know, thinking that it's going to be this big, like, amazing thing. It's not. I mean, it's incredibly dangerous and deadly and could lead to, you know, complete world fallout, pretty much. You know, and I want the people who created this game, not just this one, but, you know, Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human, I want them to make a second of this.
McGrath makes me sick.
Just so I can see what happens after.
Asshole. You know, I would be doing the country a favor if I let Aiden take care of him.
You know, it's true.
Our part in all of this.
You know, it's true.
I shouldn't have accepted that mission. I was only thinking about my freedom, and that was stupid.
You know, you're glad you did, though. You got Hay good looking, and he looks good in that eye patch.
Leave. Go somewhere far away and just try and lead a normal life.
You know, as normal as you can, under the circumstances.
CIA has it all mapped out for me. Top tier, big car, golf meetings.
Golf is boring. Gross.
I haven't given him an answer yet.
Boring, Ryan. Brian Pliskin.
Listen. Jody.
I like his pants.
I know it's been complicated between us. And I didn't always do the right thing.
And now I can sneak up on you better.
But maybe we could start again. You know, try and build
Every time you're
something
stupid, I'll just sneak up on your blind side and fuck with you.
I mean, after all the stuff we've been through, maybe we
Didn't
can
see
make
that
it
coming, did you? Me matey. Yeah.
It's worth a try.
I do have to, and I've said it before, I have to give her those happy moments. Level -1 to -4. I bet there's a cafeteria down there.
to make you happy.
Which one's the cafeteria?
Forget about
It's
all
probably the fourth one, the bottom floor.
Ah, there you are. Nathan's looking for you. Come on, take you to his office.
Cole, I love
Later,
you.
Ryan.
Later, Ryan.
Oh, you know what? I got a single malt in my office that needs sharing. Meet you in a few.
Never say no to a single malt.
Better not,
I'll see you
bitch.
in a bit. Let's go, Jody. Nathan's waiting.
You know what I love about this? Is, even though you tell Ryan, oh sure, we could totally get together, get married, have some kids, there's multiple endings to this, so you can just be like, yeah, and then just not go. Sorry. It's like the single funniest
Ryan's a
fucking
good
thing
guy.
ever.
And I think he really cares about you.
It's like, yeah. Yes.
I know. And I'm gonna do everything I can to make it work.
What's great about Ryan is that he genuinely, not only does he genuinely care, but he realizes that he fucked up hard. And he is very sincere in, you know, in expressing the fact that he messed up, and he knows he messed up. And it's just one of those things that he's probably going to be apologizing for a long time, even though he's been forgiven. he probably will be apologizing to Jodie for a
Call it
very
the
long
Black
time.
Sun.
You know, just trying to be
Powerful
like,
condenser ever
listen,
built.
you know, what I did
You
was
let
fucked
the
up,
infraworld expand around
and
it.
I'm sorry,
Makes it easier
and
to study.
I will kill the next person who tries to fuck with you. Like, you're gonna have to murder a lot of people, Ryan. Hey, good
Anyone
looking.
can survive it.
Snake Ryan.
Nothing in there but
Ryan
our worst
Pliskin.
nightmares.
Eye Patch McGee.
Come on, let's go.
Arg. I'm gonna give him all kinds of nicknames now that he has an eye patch. Oh, I could call him Dee Dee. Like after the dog from Metal Gear Solid.
All right, here we are. Call me when you're done. I'll come pick you up.
Of course, Dad. Cole is pretty much her
Whatever
dad.
Nathan says. Be careful.
Yeah. That's what I love about Cole. Is that he really is... He's pretty much her dad. And that's how that's how he treats her. He treats her like she's his daughter, and she looks up to Cole, and, you know, she, loves Cole, and just all kinds of stuff. You know, he's like her rock in the storm sort of thing most days.
Jodie. I'm so glad to see you safe.
I kept my part of the bargain. Now it's the CIA's turn.
As far as the CIA is concerned, you no longer exist.
There is something that I noticed about this
You're now
scene.
Elizabeth North.
I
No
love the name
identity in
Elizabeth.
her life.
My grandmother's name was Betty. It wasn't Elizabeth, but Betty is short for Elizabeth. So I decided that if I ever have a daughter, that her middle name is going to be Elizabeth, because it's after my grandmother.
$500,000 for services rendered.
I think I deserve more than that for all the bullshit I've been through.
Thanks.
So, something I noticed about this scene before is how his smile, the way he acts around her, is not as sincere
There's one last thing
as
I'd
it
like
was
to
when
ask.
they first met each other. Because you remember how mad he was. You know, he had like this
When my
righteous anger over her adoptive family
wife and
abandoning
daughter
her.
disappeared in that accident
And
15
how
years ago.
much like he genuinely cared about her. He,
Wanted
you know,
to
he
know
would read her
too.
bedtime stories at night.
I
He
cried
was,
a lot.
you know, her other dad, you know, Cole
Hanging
and
my
Nathan.
head
But when you
against
look
the
at him
wall, trying
now,
to figure out why
he's not as
Why
sincere
them?
as he was before, and it's very depressing.
Never being able to hold them again. It was like a wound that wouldn't heal. But then you came along. And I realized they were still here all the time, near me. I just couldn't
Sorry,
see.
my nose is actually running. I'm not crying. You'll know when I'm crying. You'll hear it. I think it's the freaking cedar pollen. Oh, yawn. Sorry.
Government gave me everything
I sleep with the
needed.
window open at night because it's been really
Studied
hot
the
during the day.
infraworld.
And there's like a lot of cedar
Interested in
pollen that's been
military
falling.
applications.
So I
was
think I've been like
interested
inhaling it
to
in my
see
sleep.
family
And then like I wake up and my nose is like
It's taken me
partially
some
stuffy
years,
and slash runny.
but I finally succeeded in creating this.
This is what I meant by that scene before being
Hello, my darlings.
the most significant.
Helen.
Because it was the catalyst for everything, pretty much, you know.
Laura. I miss you so much.
And it
I can't wait to see
twisted
them every day.
Nathan
Soon we'll be together.
into something he isn't. Or, you know,
Working
he
on
was
a
such,
modified
he was
condenser that
a
can
really good
communicate
man,
with souls
you
in the
know,
infraworld.
doting father and husband. He cared, genuinely cared for Jodie's well-being.
Can you imagine?
And after losing his
What do
family
you want from me?
and speaking
I
to
want
them
you to
through
help me talk to
younger Jodie, it broke him.
Voices. I want to tell them what I'm doing. Until I finish my research, you're the only one that can do it.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Give me your hands.
And it's not that he's even a bad man. It's just that he's allowed his grief to eat at him. You know, he went about this in the wrong way. And I think that if she had understood and waited for more time to pass, then he would have had a different reaction, kind of like Stan did.
I missed you so much.
Let us go, Nathan. You're hurting us. You gotta let us go. Let us die.
You're lying. Helen didn't say that, you did.
Yeah, because I'm good at friggin' making voices. Nathan, he's in such denial
They're
too.
being torn apart between two worlds.
That's not true. You're lying. I know they want to be with me again. I know they want to be with me.
Of course they do, Nathan, but you're hurting your family.
If you really love them, you gotta let them go. You can't cheat death.
Cheat death. Death is nothing. You hear me? Nothing.
Goodbye, Nathan.
And you can see in his face, just for a moment, you know, Jody says goodbye. And he's like, he's torn between these two things for just a moment. You know what I mean? Between Jody and what he's doing, but his grief is so strong and he's spiraled down into it so hard that he has no logical sense at all anymore, you know? He went from Daddy Defoe to Green Goblin really fast. And it's very sad that it had to happen to him. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop this video here. I know it's short, but I'm gonna go ahead and record this part and then continue. So if it does mess up, it'll start from the save point. Okay, so I'll be back in just a second.